What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be doing a oil change on my 4th gen Tacoma. Pretty much no frills or anything, just going to show you guys exactly what you'll need for the job and where everything is. Yeah, let's get to it. Alright, so what you're going to need is 6 quarts total of 0W20. I got Mobile 1, also a Mobile 1 filter. You are looking for a M1 103A, a 12mm socket, a 14mm socket, a ratchet, funnel obviously to get the oil in, some towels, and some gloves if you don't want to get your hands covered in oil. In addition, you're also going to want some sort of vessel to catch the oil and to put some cardboard down. So I did let the truck cool down a little bit first. It's been sitting for probably about an hour and a half at this point, but it's still pretty warm. So I'm just going to kind of pop the cap off right here. Obviously you want to do the oil change while it's still a bit warm because obviously you want to get all the oil to drip out of the pan. So next we're going to take off the 2 panels that you got to remove to actually get to the pan and the filter. You can take off this panel right here. There is 4 12mm bolts there. In this panel right here as well, if you can see, there is 4 more bolts holding this panel up. So we're going to take these 2 off right now. Alright guys, so next I'm going to show you where your oil pan is, and this right here is your oil pan, and it's going to be a 14mm socket. So let's go set the pan up underneath to catch the oil and start loosening this. Alright, so let's start loosening the drain plug. Okay, broke it free. Alright, this out of the way. Alright, make sure your bucket's nice and lined up, coming out a little bit. What I like to do when I'm loosening is I keep pressure pushing on the bolts so then I control it when it actually wants to dump. I just keep firm pressure, just threading it out, and then that way I'm ready for it. So I think we're pretty much threaded all the way out here, and release. Whoa! So once it's all drained, we're going to pop that oil plug back in. I'm just going to hand snug it right now, and then I'll finish it with the socket wrench. Alright, so now I'm just going to snug the drain plug back up. There we go. Alright, now it's time to do the filter. Alright, so there's your oil filter. We're going to take that off next. We're going to put the drain pin below. They were nice enough to give you this little spout to kind of guide the oil away from the frame, but I would definitely recommend bringing some rags along because it's still going to get all over it. Alright, so now we're going to loosen this oil filter without trying to get oil all over ourselves. Like I said, you can do your damnedest to try to not get any oil all over the frame, but I got the wind blowing a little bit. It's going to get on the frame. And hey, at least it won't rust. Alright. Let her drain out for a little bit. Now we're going to pre-fill the new filter. Kind of fill it up, let it kind of soak in, let it work its way through, and then just a little bit more in there, and then rub a little bit on the gasket here. And when you thread the filter back on, you want to do it pretty fast, that way you're not dumping all the oil out because it is actually mounted at a 90. Alright, so before I thread the new filter on, I'm just going to give this area a little bit of a wipe down. Alright, so let's go in with the new filter. And I left my pan below just in case any oil does leak out because it's going to take a second to thread this thing on. Yeah, a little bit of oil dripping out, but thread it on as quick as you can, I guess. Snug that down nice and tight. Alright guys, so now it's time to fill her up. So Toyota's manual says it takes 5.9 quarts. I bought 6. I'll pour pretty much most of it in, and I'll check the dipstick to make sure it's actually at the correct level. Alright, so now I'm going to check and see where we're at. Alright, so according to the dipstick, we are full, and I just put just shy of 6 quarts in there. So now that's the last thing. We're just going to cap it off, and then we can go reset the oil life. Alright guys, so to set the oil life again, you're going to click, so that way you're on the on 1, not just accessory. Then you are going to go to settings and you're going to scroll down to vehicle settings. You want to hold that, go down to oil maintenance, and then you want to reset your life right there. And that's it. Obviously, don't forget to put the 2 panels back on underneath. I mean, you don't really need them, I guess, you know, unless you want stuff kicking back up under there. And when you start it back up, definitely check for leaks just in case. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you did actually get something out of it and you enjoyed it and this was helpful for you, please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to see more truck content. Definitely coming soon. All right, guys, peace.